Morning.
Morning, Heidi.
It's 6:30 and we're off. I have a relatively short day today.
6:30.
Got about 9.5 miles, something like that, into Hikertown. And then we'll have a decision to make on whether we're staying there a day or whether we'll just rest up and carry on with a night hike. At the moment the money's on staying there, but it all depends how quickly we can get ourselves organized. Another glorious morning. There's been rather a lot of them. I think 48 so far. So we're heading for the really flat desert ground, but to show you, originally the PCT was actually supposed to carry on along these ridges, because it is after all the Pacific Crest Trail, but access rights could not be negotiated for that stretch. So that's why we're dropping down to the desert floor and going basically straight across it to the mountains somewhere, I think over there. In the guidebook, in the Cicerone guidebook, 2014 edition, Ancient Brit still says that negotiations are still ongoing to get this, extra crest walking done one day. It would add about 60 miles to the PCT, if and when it happens. I don't know whether that still is a plan, but yeah, who knows? Maybe future generations of PCT hikers will not have to do the Mojave Desert at all. We're pretty much down from the hills now, doing a bit of undulating. It's just going back up again here. And there's the famous hunting club sign. We're alright, we're out of the season. So in true PCT fashion, we can see down there Highway 138, where we are aiming for.
And look,
but the PCT's decided to send us
another 4 miles that way.
Yeah, over maximum hills to get to the desert floor. I mean, I'm not a great fan of road walking, so I probably would be moaning if it had sent us down here. But you do sometimes wonder.
Just going down, because that's where you're heading for.
Yeah. There's no real need in prolonging the pain, but yes.
It just wants to be longer than the AT, PCT.
It would be longer anyway.
But just want to make sure.
We've been coming past these for the last couple of days. They look like mini apples or something. It's like these sort of spiky, ibexy kind of leaves. But they grow these funny fruit in there. They're a bit bigger.
What?
They really do look like apples. There's a really big one down there. Definitely not going to try and eat one. Brian's so fed up with this section, he's picking a fight with a dragon. Look at him. Look at his little mouth open. He's probably attacking the stick now. Feisty little so-and-so. There we are, Highway 138. The very same highway we could have been on about 2 hours ago. We've just completed the most pointless 5 miles of the PCT ever. It just sent us all around, over these hills, behind these hills, around these hills, over these hills again, around these hills, for absolutely no effing reason. I'm sorry. We are fed up to the back teeth. Right where the first time where the hunting sign was, there was a dirt road going down to Highway 138. I don't blame anybody who just skips this bit. There is no reason for it. It's all walking on sandy gravel, so you slip as soon as there's a slight up or down. Yeah, not amused. Fed up. We thought we were going to carry on hiking.
On the other side?
Oh yeah. But there's Hikertown, yeah. When we sat down for our water break after about 4.5 miles today, we thought, oh yeah, we just take a rest and carry on. And these last 5 pointless miles have totally destroyed our legs. So I don't think that's going to happen. I'm just going to switch off now because I will start swearing.
If she doesn't, I will.
Yeah, he's beyond swearing. We don't have enough bleeps to let Brian comment on this section.
I'll never get the time back in my life.
No, that's true. I mean, with that set against yellow blazing, but honestly, if I would have known what this section was like, I would have skipped it.
This was harder than yesterday. And we went up at 1,200 feet climb yesterday.
Yeah.
And you just see yourself going over. You said, oh, you just go straight. But no, then you go all the way over and then come back.
Yeah.
You go for about 8 hills. Up and down.
For absolutely no reason. It's not even the damn PCT, as I explained earlier. It's not the Pacific Crest, this is just some random little foothills.
After you, Heidi.
Thank you. This is a really cute gate. Look at that. The eagle up there. And the horsehead. Welcome, hikers. Hotel lobby first. Okay. There's the hotel. There's the fenced lawn area. And these are all these little cabins you can rent if you want. Here's the shower at Hikertown. Nice discreet green, shielding you from the eyes of the campsite. There's the shower. Simple enough. And there's the road, in full view of which you will be showering. So just be prepared for that.
Hi gang. My hair looks worse than it was. Just showered naked with all the truckers going past. I got a few beeps.
We set off in great spirits this morning from the horse camp at 6:30 because we only had about 9 point something miles to go to get to Hikertown. We started the descent to what we thought would be the desert floor, but instead of actually dropping you to the desert floor, what a PCT does is it swings you around, makes you cross a dirt road that does go to the desert floor, and then goes off on one. I mean, sorry. There's no other way to describe what it does. I mean, look at it, right? Desert floor here, right? PCT. Honestly, yeah, no, I'm not going to have another run. We've calmed down now. We absolutely hate it today. It's as simple as that. I mean, this is a long track and there's bound to be shit days, but today just felt pointlessly bad. There's just no reason for any of this trail, which eventually sort of spits you out somewhere over there for you to walk to Hikertown, which is where we decided to quit.
Hi all.
Hello.
This is a recut for wind again that we didn't notice.
Yes, another one. You'd think we'd learn. This is the recap for week 7, Hikertown.
Basically talking about, oh, there's a nice shower here. Interesting, but nice. I think you've seen a video of me getting out of it.
Yes.
You didn't see me nude. A lot of truck drivers did though, but we won't talk about that. Today we're talking about pointless ups and downs.
And switchbacks. 2 things the PCT is famous for, and one of which at least got us on the way into Hikertown.
We hated it. And we weren't the only ones.
I mean, everybody hiking the PCT talks about the pointless ups and downs. At the end, the switchbacks, the PCT is one of the least straightforward trails going because it's a crest trail, as the name suggests, so it follows the lines of the mountains where it can. It was created largely by putting existing trails together, obviously, and it's also graded for park animals. that means that it will take whatever the easiest gradient way is, rather than the straightforward way, like the Appalachian Trail that goes, you want up that mountain? Good luck. So there is an awful lot of going back on yourself and meandering and whatnot on the PCT. It's all part of the trail, and you know it, but it does occasionally get to you. I mean, I've never hiked a trail before where I would go up a valley, I don't know, from north to south, and I'd see on the opposite side of the valley a trail going the exact opposite direction. And I'd be like, yeah, I'll be on there in half an hour, and 9 times out of 10 you're right. It's just the way the PCT goes. But the way into Hikertown particularly, it's just painful.
Yeah, it's a bit like that in Acton, getting down to the KOA.
Yeah, where you see where you need to be
Yeah,
going.
there's a trail going there and saves about 2 miles. But no, to take it around this mountain, the views are not that great. And then you come down and then you go on that trail.
Yeah, except for reasons that only the trail designers will know.
You probably wouldn't notice it, but you know you're going into a resupply place and you've got no food left. And you're like, I want to get there, I want to get there.
That's the problem, because I mean, when you think about it, when we set off on this trail, we signed up to do
all the miles.
2,650 miles between the Mexican border and the Canadian border on the PCT. If you just want to get from Mexico to Canada on the fastest route possible, the PCT is not it.
You can just drive.
But yeah, as occasionally it gets to you, and the way it sends you up a hill, when it sends you down and then up a hill, and then it's all, you just have to bite your tongue sometimes and think it is all going in the right direction and on the right trail, and it's the miles that I've signed up to do.
Yeah.
On that subject, signing up to do those miles, cutting switchbacks. There is so much of it going on.
And the problem is, you do these little cutbacks, you make a trail, the water comes in and destroys it all.
Yeah, these trails are maintained
by free volunteers.
They have a heck of a lot of work to do just by Mother Nature's destructive forces. They don't need somebody to,
cut 10 feet away?
I counted one of the switchbacks just for the hell of it. I with my baby legs took 20 steps. Somebody decided to cut the switchback to save themselves 20 steps. I mean, if you're not prepared to do those 20 steps, what are you doing hiking this trail? I'm sorry, but just do not cut switchbacks.
And don't think about yourself, think about the people who are going to come behind you.
Yeah.
Because there's going to come a day where they're going to charge you, or they're not going to maintain it.
Yeah.
And the people that come behind you have to deal with that, not you, but the people behind you.
Yeah, so,
in years to come.
Just if you want to make up the massive miles, just don't do it by cutting switchbacks, do it by hiking the PCT as it is designed. Of course, the exception is if there's snow and you can't see the damn trail anymore, then
that's
fine.
understandable.
But if you can see where the trail
Or
is...
there's a big snake there, look, trying to bite you.
Stranger things have happened.
Yes.
But anyway, enough of
moaning. It's a jolly thing about spending money.
spending loads of money. No, this week was a jolly week. We spent virtually nothing. We spent $39.55 on topping up our supplies.
Means we can buy more beer tonight.
And we spent $22.75 on town food and $30 on donations. That's it. That is all we spent this week, $92.30, which brings our total for week 7 up to $2,437.56.
Yeah, it's doing well, but I don't do the money either. She's a bit more sensible.
And joking at a compliment. See you later.
See ya.